Hi, my name is Rebecca Johnson, and I am a 44-year-old mother of four children and a wife of 24 years. So, we are doing this podcast today, and we're going to talk about something that I am very passionate about, something that I know can be a hard subject: health and obesity. And what can we do to take charge of our own lives over health and obesity? I know that we all don't like talking about changing our lifestyle, making better food choices, and going on a health journey. I have been there. I have walked in your shoes, and I understand exactly what each and every one of you who is battling with obesity, what you're going through. Getting up in the morning, making food choices. Should I eat this? Should I not eat that? Going to fast food, what should I order on the menu? It's a daily struggle that every single one of us goes through, some of us more than others, and I know how you feel. I come from a long family line of obesity and food addiction. It has always been a struggle to keep my weight off. I was very active in high school and middle school throughout my growing up years, and I was small because I was active. I didn't have the best food choices when I was younger. I wasn't taught what foods were good for me, what were better for me. I just ate what was cooked for me and did what my friends did, kind of like what we all do. After I got married, and I had my second child. My second child was about 13, 14 months old. And at that particular time in my life, I was going through a stressful time. I was going through a lot of stress. And I turned to food. What do we do when we go through stress? Every single one of us can handle it differently. But a lot of us turn to food. And I get that. It can be a comfort. It can be satisfying. Stress is something we all have in our lives. It doesn't go away, whether we get it from our jobs or being a stay-at-home mom or a single mom, whatever we may be going through, we deal with stress day in and day out. I chose to turn to food. I quit caring about what I put into my body and what types of food I was eating. I quit caring about me. After I had dealt with that stress that I was going through in that period of time, all the choices that I had made during that time turned into really bad habits. And I just quit caring. I ate what I wanted to eat. Over the next couple of years, I gained close to 140 pounds. In 2009, my family and I were out on the West Coast visiting my extended family. And on one particular occasion while we were out there, we had taken a family picture. My husband and I were with our kids, and I was with my mom and my dad and a couple other cousins and things like that. And when we took the picture, what do? We want to look at the picture, see how everyone looks. And I remember looking at my mom in that picture. And she was in a wheelchair at the time. She was in a wheelchair because she was obese. When we would go anywhere that demanded walking for a period of time, she needed to be in her wheelchair. Her joints just couldn't take the weight that she had on her body anymore. I had grown up with my mom being overweight and obese. That is what I knew. What was it about this picture when I looked at it? It was my aha moment. Why at that time? I can't tell you. But what I do know, it was a moment for me. I looked at her being in that wheelchair and I said to myself, oh my gosh, if I don't make a change in my life, That is going to be me in 30 years. After our family vacation, and we went back home to the East Coast where we lived, and that September of 2009 is when I started my weight loss journey. I chose never to look back. I didn't want that to be me. I wanted to live. When I started losing weight, it wasn't about a size that I wanted to be in. It wasn't about looking a certain way. Now, does that feel good? Yeah, absolutely it does. When we start getting into smaller clothes and feeling better on our outside appearance. But what I cared most about was my insides. I wanted to live the best life I could. I wanted to be the best me, and I wanted to be an example to my children. I needed to change the trajectory of my children's lives. I needed to change the pattern, and I needed to break the cycle with my family. I want Jackson, Mississippi to know I am with you. I have walked in your shoes, and I will take this journey right along with you, one step at a time. We have a support group at our wellness center that will give health education, tips on fitness, and a support system of others who are on the exact same journey. Let's make this change and take back your life. I appreciate so much you joining in on my podcast today just to get a bit of more information of who I am, what I stand for, and what I want to help you with. We can make this journey together. Please stop by our wellness center right here in Jackson and make that difference in your life and for your family.